And I want to ask you guys, we're going to return back to the world of Star Wars because we got some exciting announcements, and I want to kind of go over these real quick. I don't even know if Optical had the chance to see some of this, but there were a bunch of things shown, one of them being an Ahsoka trailer, right?
Yep.
So I want to ask the question because, we like to frame these in the realm of collecting, right? The Hot Toys Ahsoka can still be had on a lot of websites. I think Sideshow might still be waitlisted on her, but you can get her, the Mandalorian Ahsoka, right? And the reason I ask this question is not because you're not going to get another Ahsoka, but like Optical mentioned, if you don't have an Ahsoka and you watch this show and you absolutely love it and you're like, God damn, I need an Ahsoka like yesterday, right? And then Mandalorian Ahsoka is already gone. That's the question, right? Because it's like Darth Vader Optical. That Kenobi Vader comes out and you're like, well, shit, I was going to wait for Return of the Jedi, but this one's amazing and I really want a Vader now. Is that what's going to happen with this show? Because I will say, as far as this trailer goes, this trailer was dope. This trailer was really good. And, I don't want to get too overly excited, but I am excited to see Jedi and lightsabers again. Like, I love Mando and I think it's great, but I like a balance. And Andor, you're seeing blasters and a little more of a Western gritty feel, right? So this is a little bit different. But Optical, I'm going to start with you on this one. Should collectors, if they want Ahsoka, should they get Mando Ahsoka now? I know there's some issues you've seen, like with broken arms and such, but what do you think?
It's not out yet, right? Like some people are receiving it from Sideshow, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like
People are
available.
getting it, but yeah.
Technically, it's like waitlisted. I don't know
Right.
if we all believe that it's waitlisted. I don't know how credible that is. I've been watching that because I still don't believe that these things are waitlisted, right? Like I'm probably one of the few, and some people are like, "Oh, it's coming back. Oh, it's never coming back. We're back to limited." I don't know until they make me suffer. Then yeah. As far as this, like this is a TV show. When is it going to be released? This year?
August of
Yeah,
this
it's gonna
year.
be
August of
August.
this
Yeah.
year. So most likely you're going to wait another year. Honestly, if I didn't pre-order that Ahsoka, knowing what I do know now, like the broken arm, single jointed arm, I probably just wait for just
Right.
this version. Because it's not. It's one thing if it's such a good figure, but there's problems to it. The single jointed, first and foremost. Maybe they'll fix the arm. Maybe it won't be broken anymore, but it's still single jointed. Uh, you know, Head sculpt not on point. It's there. It's there. I'm not complaining. I like it. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's there. But there's issues with the figure, and then that figure was considered DX, which is like what? It's not bad. It's 330, but it's Tom Holland is 280. So
Yeah.
this was one of those things where it shouldn't have been a DX in the first place, and it was kind of expensive back then. So it sounds good in theory now, where you're gonna be like, well, at least you have an Ahsoka right now. But this is not the case where I mentioned with Tom Holland earlier, where you're waiting 4 years. This you might be waiting 2 years, maybe 2.5, and for sure you'll get a better figure because the figure that that's released now, it's not, it's good, it's okay. So if you are not, if I didn't pre-order it, I can't get my NRD anymore, so I'm not gonna lose that. So okay, I'm gonna get this. Keep in mind, I have not an advantage. I have something to get this. I will review it. I get views out of it. If you're a regular collector who doesn't, and you haven't pre-ordered yet, don't feel bad if it sells out. You're gonna get another crack at it, and possibly you'll get the Mando situation where the Chrome Mando, and then people were like, "Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have gotten that Mando." It's like,
Right.
"Oh, at least you enjoyed it for 2 years." Yeah, that 2 years is gone now, and now I can't.
And now I lost $100.
Now I lost $100, and you
Right.
get a better figure. Not only the money part, but you now you get the better figure. So it's up to you. If you can't wait, go take a dive on it. Knowing what you do know now. It's not USB powered, right? The lightsaber. Does it even light up?
I think it's battery
Battery.
operated
Yeah,
like the
battery.
others. Yeah, for that one because it was announced a while ago before the USB trend became a thing. But yeah, optical dude, that's a really good comparison. The Chrome Mando versus the Beskar Mando, because that's what could happen to you. But also it could not happen. You could also get the new version and it's just not as cool as the other one, right? This also could be argued for Bo-Katan. Like if you are enjoying Mando season 3 and you are enjoying how Bo-Katan has been really thrust into the spotlight, maybe you're like, God damn, I need a Bo-Katan. I'm just gonna get the Mando one, right? But then you got the single jointed elbows, and obviously, spoiler alert, the shoulder pauldron's a little bit different now. So the dark saber. There could be a bunch of other stuff, right? So, you know, you're always kind of thinking about what the next could be and whether the other one is better. And it you never really know. It's always a guessing game. But if you want an Ahsoka, I don't know. It's tough, right? But I've just seen several people breaking her arms. And I'm just like, dude, I
It's
feel
a
like
little
I know.
scary.
I feel like I
Yeah.
would break it, Riley. I feel like I would break that
I just
Ahsoka.
feel like
Probably.
there's so much improvements to be that you could do with that that DX that if you're not like itching for it right now, like if you can hold for 2 years, maybe I've been holding for a Vader. Look at me, and maybe I'll hold another 2 years. If you could, you know, might be worth the wait. But if not, go ahead.
That makes sense. Well, Riley, what do you think? Should collectors get that Ahsoka now if they're feeling the Ahsoka hype, or you know, should they hold out?
Yeah, so this is an interesting question. I think it mainly is like optical side. I mean, I think it really depends on the collector and how you really love the character itself. But if your Kiko collects, shout out to him. he's gonna say pick up that Mando. You got to get the DX. But like I said, I think it really depends for you. The DX, I mean, that's a pretty special release. Obviously, it's being a DX. That's really nice. I'd also say that like you talked about, this could be a Mando moment where they do the chrome. I think that's 100% with this one because the outfit is the same, but I don't know if you guys know about this, but her tails are, I think they're called like Leikus or whatever. They updated it in the show that they're longer than in The Mandalorian, which are more accurate to the actual of Ahsoka. So in my eyes, when this Ahsoka show comes out, Hot Toys are definitely gonna do this again. It'll probably be the same outfit because I know people in the chat are saying she has the same outfit from Ahsoka to Mando, but her things are longer, her tails or whatever. So that will 100% be like, oh, updated tendril or whatever, updated Leikus, they're going to be longer. Hot Toys will do an announcement, and you'll get that. So if you want to wait for your most accurate and best Ahsoka, sure, yeah, you'll wait for this. This will be the ultimate one because it's more accurate to the character. Because I know a lot of people had problems. They're like, oh, they look too short in Mando, so Lucasfilm or Disney listened to that and they made it longer. So I think that'll definitely happen. So collectors could wait for that. For me, I think, I don't know. I mean, the Ahsoka trailer, I really do like it. I've been watching Rebels. Shout out to people out there. I started watching. It's actually really good. But I've been enjoying the character of Ahsoka. So I think I'm going to end up getting this DX. But you do make a good point. That does have issues with the arms breaking. So that's a little scary. You have to be like very museum style. You don't want to risk it. But like I said, it really depends on the collector. If you're impatient, you really want to have your Ahsoka figure while you're watching the show. Because I mean, you're not going to get that Ahsoka figure while you're watching the show. It's going to take you 2 years to get your Ahsoka when the show one comes out. But like I said, you can either wait, be impatient. It's really up to the collector at the end of the day. But for me, I think I'm gonna go with the DX one. I'll wait, see if maybe it goes. I don't know if it'll go on a discount though. I mean, maybe with the breakages, people will sell it. I don't know. But like you make a good point. It is a little scary that there is breakages for it. So that'll make you like, hold on, I'm gonna hold off because I know they're gonna do another one. It'll be more accurate. Maybe they'll do updated to make sure it doesn't break. But like I said, maybe in your best bet is to wait, but it's going to be tough to wait 2.5 years to 2 years to get the figure. So I might have to pick it up just to have it on the shelf because I don't know if I can wait that long. But we'll see.
And the one thing, guys, you probably saw from the show, we're probably going to get a Thrawn figure from this show.
Oh yeah,
right.
Sure.
So this is probably going to be a Kang situation. Right, you're going to get a Thrawn, and there's going to be like, all right, there's a Thrawn figure. And if you want one, here's your opportunity. And then there'll be that Dave Filoni film, you know, that's going to connect everything. And then at that point, there'll be the ultimate Thrawn, like a Thrawn, kind of like we were talking about optical with Kang, right? Where Kang shows up in Kang Dynasty, and it's like, oh, this is the Kang to own, right? And that's the one that really means business. That's what's going to happen with Thrawn too. You're going to have the opportunity to get a Thrawn if you want one early, or if you want to be patient and get one later, you can do that. But yeah, the outfit's probably going to be the same for this, but maybe they can fix the arm issue. Maybe this one would probably have a USB light up saber like Optical mentioned. So maybe there's some improvements that can be made. So it just depends how important Ahsoka is to you. If Ahsoka is really important and you need her now, get her now. If she's not, then maybe hold out a little bit and see what happens. So guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. I think we have a couple super chats that I want to address here. I got to get rid of this banner real quick, but